Good morning viewers, I am Priyanka from Placement. Today I am going to discuss about the topic as calendar from logical reasoning. So in this video we have to discuss about the calendar and discuss about the century years and the types of problems in the calendar and finding a day and finding a month and some more examples in the calendar problem. So first of all, calendar is one of the most important topic for the government sector entrance examinations. So the topic calendar falls under the category of logical reasoning as it involves a lot of logical discussion and analysis. Problems on calendar mainly deal with finding the day of the week on a given date using the number of odd days. So odd days means supposed to find out the day of the week on a given date. So for this we use the concept of odd day. In a given period, the number of days more than the complete week are called odd days. So for example, 10 days. So the 10 days is one complete week is 7 days. So the remaining days is the odd day. So for example, the 10 days is 7 days is the one complete week. So 3 days is the odd days. Next, leap year. Every year is divisible by 4 is a leap year if it is not a century. So, if the year is divided by 400, every fourth century is the leap year and no other century is a leap year. Okay, so a leap year has a 366 days because February has 29 days. Next, ordinary year. The year which is not a leap year is called an ordinary year. An ordinary year has 365 days. Next, counting of odd days. One ordinary year equal to 365 days. So 365 days equal to 365 divided by 7. We get 52 weeks plus 1 odd day. So quotient is as a 52 and remainder is as a 1. So quotient is considered as weeks and remainder is considered as odd days. So 52 weeks plus 1 odd day. So next, one ordinary year has 1 odd day. One leap year has 366 days, 52 weeks plus 2 odd days. So one leap year has 2 odd days. Next, so this is the month and number of odd days. So in January month, 31 days. So 31 divided by 7. 4 times 28. Remaining days is 3. So number of odd days in January is 3. So in February, ordinary year is 0 odd day. Leap year is 1 odd day. March 3 as well as April 2. April, number of days in April is 30. Divided by 7, 28. 4 times 28. Remainder is 2. So it's an odd day. May 3, June 2, July 3, August 3, September 2, October 3, November 2, December 3. Next, this is the month code. So using this month code, we have to find out the calendar problems. So January code is 0, February code is 3, March code is 3 and April code is 6, May code is 1, the code for June is 4 and July is 6, August is 2, September is 5, October is 0, November is 3 and December is 5. Next, so this is the code of the day. So Sunday is considered as a 0 and 1 is Monday and 2 is Tuesday, 3 is Wednesday, 4 is Thursday, 5 is Friday, 6 is Saturday. And the year code. So 1600 to 1699. So year code is considered as 6. And so starting from 0th year, 0 to 99, the code is 6. And 101 to 199, it's a 4. 200 to 299, it's a 2. So likewise it continues. So maximum question is asked from 1672, likewise 1600 to 2000. So because we chose this code. So 1600 to 1699, the code is 6. 1700 to 1799, the code is 4. 1800 to 1899, the code is 2. 1900 to 1999, the code is 0. 2000 to 2099, the code is 6. Next, so let us see the examples. What was the day of the week on 28th May 2006? So 28th May 2006. First, we have to take last 2 digits of the year. So last two digit of the year. What is the year? 2006. Here the last two digit is 6. 6 divided by 4. We have to take quotient. Quotient is 1. Next, again last two digit of the year. It's a 6. Code of the year is 6. So we already saw that the code of the year is 6. Code of the month is 1 because May month is 1. Next, given date is 28. So this is the procedure to find the day. So adding we get, add all the values 1, 6 and code of the year, code of the month and given date. We get 42. So we have to divide 42 by 7. Then we get the remainder as 0. So 0 means the code for the 0 is Sunday. So 28th May 2006 is Sunday. Next, what was the day of the week on 29th February 2012? See here, last question is the ordinary year. 2006 is the ordinary year. Here 2012, it's a leap year. So in leap year, we have to find out the answer by using the subtracted the answer by minus 1. So 29th February 2012. Last two digit of the year is 12 divided by 4. Quotient is 3. Again last two digit of the year is 12. So code of the year is 6. We already saw in the previous slide. Code of the month 3. Given date is 29. Adding all the values we get 53. So dividing 53 by 7, the remainder is 4. So we have to subtract 4 by 1 because it's a leap year. So we have to subtract the remainder 4 as by 1. So 4 minus 1 is 3. So the 3 is the code for the Wednesday. So 29th February 2012 is Wednesday. Next, what dates of May 1994 Monday falls? So first you have to find out 1st May 1994 by using the previous procedure. So last two digit of the year 94 divided by 4, quotient is 23. Again last two digit of the year code, month code, given date. Given date is, we assumed that 1st May 1994. So add all the values, we get 119. So 119 by 7, the remainder is 0. So next, the remainder is 0. So 1st May 1994 is Sunday. Next, 2nd May 1994 is Monday. 9th May is Monday. 16th May Monday. Adding 7, that is 23rd May. Next adding 7, 30th May. So May 1994 Monday falls on 2nd, 9th, 16th, 23rd and 30th. On what dates of April 2001 did Wednesday falls? Same procedure. You have to find out the 1st April 2001. So the 1st April 2001, see here, last two digit 1 divided by 4. We didn't get any quotient and remainder. So the quotient is 0. So last two digit is 1. Code of the year is 6. Month is 6. Given date 1. So adding all the values we get 14. So dividing 14 by 7, the remainder is 0. So 0 is the code for Sunday. So 1st April 2001 is Sunday. So 4th April 2001 is Wednesday. 11th is Wednesday. 18th is Wednesday. 25th is Wednesday. So April 2001 Wednesday falls on 4th, 11th, 18th, 25th. Next. It was Sunday on Jan 1, 2006. What was the day of the week Jan 1, 2010? So see here, on 31st December 2005 is Saturday because 1st Jan 2006 is Sunday. So number of odd days from 2006 to the year 2009. So 2006 ordinary year, 1 odd day. 2007 ordinary year, 1 odd day. 2008 is a leap year, 2 odd days. 2009 is ordinary year, 1 odd day. So total number of days is 5 days. So 31st December 2009 it was a Thursday. So 1st Jan 2010 is Friday. Next, 6th March 2005 is Monday. What was the day of the week on 6th March 2004? Previous year. But 2004 is a leap year. So 2004 is a leap year. It has 2 odd days. So February 2004 not included because we are calculating from March to March. So leave the February 2004. So March to March 2005 means only 1 February came. It's under the 2005. So that February has a 28 days. So it will be a one odd day. So 6th March 2005 is Monday, means 6th March 2004 is Sunday. Next, last day of the century. So century years. So first century is 100 years. So 100 divided by 7. So split the values. So 76 ordinary years, 24 leap years. 100 is not a leap year. So 76 ordinary years, 24 leap years. So 76 divided by 7. The remainder we get 5. So it's a 5 odd days for the 100 years. So last day of first century is, so the code for 5 is Friday. 200 years, 5 into 2. It's a 10 odd days. One complete week is 7 days. So 10 divided by 7 is, remainder is 3. 3 odd days for the 200 years. So the second century will end on Wednesday. 300 years, 5 into 3, it's a 15. So 15 divided by 7, it's a 2 times 14, the remainder is 1 odd day. So the last day of third century is Monday. 400 years, 0 odd day. So 400 year is a leap year. So it's a 0 odd day. So this cycle is repeated. So the last day of a century is Friday, Wednesday, Monday and Sunday. The last day of century cannot be Tuesday, Thursday or Saturday. So see here, century years, number of odd days and day of the week up to 1000. Next, the calendar for the year 2007 will be the same for the year. So starting from 2007. So we have to add all the odd days. So 2007, it's an ordinary year, 1 odd day. 2008, leap year, 2 odd day. Totally 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. 9, 1 odd day. 4. 10, 1 odd day. So add all the values, we get 5. 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 up to 2010. Next, 2011, 1 odd day. 6. 2012 is leap year. 6 plus 2 is 8. It does not come 7. So we have to add all the values up to, we will get the remainder as a 0. So 2013, 1 odd day, 9. 2014, 1 odd day. 9 plus 1 is 10. 2015, ordinary year, 1 odd day. 10 plus 1 is 11. 2016, 2 odd days. So it's a 13. 2017 is 1 odd day, 14. So 14 divided by 7, we get remainder as 0. So the calendar for the year 2018 will be the same as for the year 2007. Next, which 2 months in the year have the same calendar? See here, October, November. So 31 plus 30 days, totally 61. 61 is not divisible by 7. Next, April to October. So add all the values, all the number of days, we get 214. It also not divisible by 7. June to September. So 122, not divisible by 7. April, May, June. 30 plus 31 plus 30, 91, divisible by 7. So April and July months will have the same calendar. April and July months, next month, April and July months will have the same calendar. Next, what is 90 days from today? Today is 20th January 2017, Sunday. So today is 20th January 2017, it's a Sunday. So in January we have 31 days, February 28 days because it's a non-leap year. Okay, 2017 is the ordinary year. March is 31 days, April is 30 days. So remaining days is 20. So 11th January, 28 February up to 28 February. So in January 11 days, February 28 days, March 31 days. So totally 70 days. So we have to 20 days to complete 90 days. We have to add 20 days to complete 90 days up to 20th April. So 90 days from today is 20th Jan 2017 is 20th April 2017. So the day of the week will be 90 divided by 7. We get the remainder is 6. So 0 is on the Sunday, 6 is on the Saturday. So 20th April is Saturday. Next, If the 7th day of the month is 3 days earlier than Friday, what day will be on the 19th day of the month? So 7th day of the month is 3 days earlier than Friday, which is a Tuesday. So 14th day also Tuesday. Next 19th day is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 19th day is 5 days. Add all the 5 days. With the Tuesday, it is Sunday. Next, if every second Saturday and all Sunday are holidays in a 30 days month beginning on Saturday, then how many working days are there in that month? So, month begins on Saturday means 2nd, 19th, 16th, 23rd and 30th days are Sundays. So, 8th and 22nd days are second Saturdays. So, there are 7 holidays. So, number of working days is 13 minus 7 is 23 days. So these are the examples of the calendar. So in this session we learned about the calendar and discussed about the century years and the types of calendar and some examples of the logical reasoning calendar problems. Thank you for watching this video.